everyone, and welcome po to our devotion of the day. For today, what God wanted me to share to you is entitled Growth in the Season of Unknowns. Madalas sa panahon ng ating paglago, it gets so confusing that we don't even recognize that growth is happening within us. It would never fully occur to us unless a person explained to us or may nakapansin and nagsabi na, "Uy, nagbago ka na," but in a good way. And that we are in fact in the process of change, of actually becoming larger spiritually than we were before. Sa paglakad natin kasama sa Lord, may mga times na we get through ups and downs and emotional roller coaster rides. But what is more unpleasant than that is not knowing what is happening, not being fully aware that we are indeed growing. The long periods when something inside ourselves seems to be waiting, when you are unsure about what the next step should be, eventually becomes the periods we wait for it is in those seasons that we realize that we are being prepared for the next phase of our life, the next chapter that God has written for us. So for our first point is that God works in us and through us. It says in Ephesians 3 verse 20, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." Just like how a plant needs to be watered regularly and give it sunlight, and as it needs extra care, alam po ito ng mga plantito at plantita, so it won't wilt, God takes care of us the same. He provides everything that we need kahit hindi natin ito hinihingi sa Kanya, and much more when we pray for it. There are also times that blessings overflow even when we're not aware. Next is, you will grow how God designed you to. Di ba may mga araw po na ma-realize mo that even though so many things aren't the same anymore, na yung nakasanayan dati ay nagbago na ngayon, there is still more in store. Because knowing there is more in store for us doesn't mean believing that everything will be easy, but it means trusting it all to God that even the hardest, longest endings leads to brand new mornings. In this life, especially po sa panahon ngayon, there will be moments that will leave us speechless. You will look upon your life and wonder kung deserve mo ba lahat ng meron ka ngayon, and you can't be more grateful to God. But you will also have nights that leave you restless, where all you are left is to ask God, what will it look like to survive the days na pagod ka na and all you want is rest. And you will also have a million moments in between where you will weave in and out of beginnings and endings, and somehow, through it all and by His grace, you will end up growing in the way you were meant to. In Colossians 2 verse 7, it says, "Let your roots grow down into Him and let your lives be built on Him. Then your faith will grow strong in the truth you were taught, and you will overflow with thankfulness." You will be tender and you will be strong, and you will be glad you live to see beautiful things flourish, even though they took so long. You will be healed along the journey, you got to learn every day, and papalakasin ka lalo ni Lord, and lubos ka magpapasalamat sa Kanya, because you will bloom how you were meant to. Our third reminder is that beautiful things take time. Hindi natin may iwasan na makikita natin yung mga friends natin, or workmates, or colleagues come into their bloom, and you wonder when time will find their way to you. But God promises you that there's so much more to you. Sabi nga po sa Hebrews 11 verse 1, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen." If only you could see what God is doing within you all the way down to your roots, I hope you can begin to trust that just because you cannot see it, that does not mean you cannot believe it. Our fourth reminder is you can still have hope in the season of unknowns. You have not been forgotten here because He will never leave you nor forsake you, and you have not been looked over. Sure, it is taking time, ang tagal-tagal mo nang nag-iintay, and you're starting to lose hope, but this is a part of you growing stronger, so you will be prepared to bloom in the way you were meant to, the way God has flourished you to. Our last point or reminder is that even in your lowest moments and your slowest seasons, your worth goes beyond what is seen. There are countless and various kinds of plants, and may mga puno pa nga po na kailangan 5 to 7 years for it to bear fruit. But each one of it is needed in this world because it benefits our environment. So just like us, no matter how long we have been waiting, we will not lose our worth. Diba sabi nga po sa kanta na, and though my waiting prolongs even greater, your promise for me like a seed. It is your choice to keep finding the many little ways where God is still pouring in, is a sign of the beauty of who you truly are rising up from within. I will end this with Job 8 verse 7. Your beginnings will seem humble, so prosperous your future will be. As difficult and humble it was in your beginnings, trust and believe in Him that you will grow and prosper even in the season of unknowns, even in uncertainties, and much more in your future. That is all. Thank you po for listening. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to ANJC's YouTube channel. To be more updated, kindly like our page and Facebook and our Instagram. May you all have a blessed day ahead.